Happy now. All is now is to give to be in the present. Initiate signing back in here, and it is Scorpio hours as I make this video. And in this video, I'm going to be basically saying why I actually resonate with the teachings of Malachi Z York, you know, and if there's basically, I'm just putting this out there to raise awareness that it is for someone to be able to write 1,000 books, you know, and it be so, and it's able to impact a lot of people, and you can see other people that he has impacted in a positive way, you know, and he's also raised teachers, you know, he's taught students to become teachers, you know, so you can see his influence in the world type shit. And another reason why I fuck with Malachi Z York heavy is because I haven't dived too deep into his background or anything like that, but I'm not sure if he's really from Ghana, but you know, I'm born in Nigeria. You know, I moved to the States when I was 8. You know, so it's like to see somebody, you know, that is connected to America, right? That's connected to America and is a black man, or so-called black man, you know, because I don't like to use that term, but it's like, and he's talking positively about the continent Africa. So, and he's showing you and telling you that the continent Africa, you know, is basically like, yeah, this your roots, and he's basically showing the Negroes of the Americas, and showing you that this religion that you are so-called following is not your doctrine, you know, like the Christianity, the Islam, you know, the Hebrew. If you're so-called Negro, right, if you got the same color like me type shit, or if you're, yeah, you're, you know, the doctrine that you should be following, if you're to follow a doctrine, is of Nuwapu, you know, of Wusabat, you know. So it's they got their own language, you know, and Wusabat predates all these religions that you're, you know, following now, you know. So, and so this is somebody for Africa, you know. So it really and I wish I had known about Dr. York earlier in my spiritual journey, but I just recently learned about him a year ago, you know. So, and it's like all the information that he's taught in his books, 1,000 books, you know, it's like this is where all the information in this Aquarius age is coming from, you know. So if you look at all the extraterrestrial information, the grays, he was talking about all that shit back then, you know, before I was born, you know. So it's just like, damn, and they kept this nigga hidden from us, you know. They kept this nigga hidden and shit. They didn't want you to know none of this. They didn't want you to know your culture. They didn't want you to know your language. They didn't want you to know your true history, you know. So yeah, if you want to help, you know, because unfortunately he's locked up right now, because you see how they try to do beings who are really powerful, you know, like beings who are really powerful, they try to suppress your energy and shit. So he's locked up right now, and that does not, just because he's locked up, that does not undo, you know, all the work he's done. You know, like, that does not undo all the information, or outformation, you know, he's pushed out from his information, you know. So yeah, that doesn't undo all of that, you know. So first of all, it's like, and what hit home is just like all the, it's like what hit home was like the language, you know, just the culture in general. It resonates, you know, because it's like, it's more agreeable for me. It seems more agreeable, you know, and that's the term, agreeable or disagreeable. When I look at religion, it's like, there is more. Religion causes wars. There is separation. There is division, you know, and Sabat is basically unity through facts, you know. So Sabat brings you facts, and everything that is in the books, the doctrine, you can look up and it can basically confirm it, you know. So yeah, that's the reason why I fuck with Dr. York and Malachi Z York, and I would say go to OSM Vision if you want to help free him, you know. Just support OSM Vision on YouTube, you know. That's the channel that I tune into, and they really help get you thinking deep, you know, about the religion you're following, you know, and if it's the religion for you. Because I know you think ignorance is bliss. I know you think ignorance is bliss, but that is totally false. Because to ignore, ignorance is to ignore, okay? And just because you ignore, that doesn't mean that you will not be held accountable, basically, when you reach your time to pass this earth round, basically. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Initiate signing out. Catch you next time.